From the Storybook Theater at NWCT, it's the How Do You Do Show with Talon Bigelow. Today's guest, Tia Lempert. And we see how you do back to school. Now here's your host, Talon Bigelow.
Hey everybody, welcome to an all-new season of How Do You Do? Now, right at the top, you probably have a couple questions like, who am I, and who is that, and what is this? So, I thought I would start by answering some of those questions. That's okay? Yeah? Okay, great. Let's start with the third one. What is this? If you watched any of the first season of the show, then you probably are familiar with How Do You Do as a show where we show you how to do something. The first season was hosted by John Ellingson, and he did a fantastic job sharing his skills with you at home. But for this season, we wanted to do something a little bit different and kind of switch places. So that means you are going to be showing us how to do something. So go ahead and grab your tools, and I'll wait. I'm kidding. You don't got to go anywhere. You're not going to be put on the spot. But we are going to have guests from our NWCT community and our extended family. So that could be you coming on this show and showing us the things they've been doing. Whether it's something they do professionally that they've done for years, or something they maybe just started doing last month that they just do for fun. It doesn't matter as long as it's creative. It's going to be celebrated on this show. So there might be an opportunity for you to come on and talk to us. Wouldn't that be great? That's the other thing. This is a talk show, is what this is. So we're going to have guests. We're going to interview them. We'll maybe play some games. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to make you happy for about 30 minutes, and hopefully you learn something too. That's the goal. Next question. Who am I? That's a good one. Let me tell you a couple things. So first off, my name is Talon, which sounds like Colin, but with a T instead of a C. So if that helps you remember it and how to say it, that is A-okay with me. What else? I didn't grow up in Portland originally. I actually grew up in a small town in Washington, but I've been here for over a decade now, so I'm fitting in and adjusting pretty nicely. I don't have a cat like John does, but I do have a dog. His name is Mishka. Here's a picture of him. Maybe we'll bring him on the show sometime. So if you want to see more Mishka, keep watching. I have been doing theater for a long time. When I was a kid, my friends and I used to go out and make movies. Just take a camera and go do something. That's where I started acting and writing, and I've been doing theater and improv ever since. I'm a big nerd. I like movies, comic books, video games, TV shows. I just like entertainment, I guess. And I've always dreamed of hosting my own talk show. So this is kind of a cool thing for me. I have a mug with my name on it. I made it, but still pretty cool. This is true. My Animal Crossing passport title is actually Late Night Personality. So that's now true, depending on, what time of day you're watching this. I also want to introduce my sidekick, my partner in crime. You're going to be seeing a lot more of him on the keys. Let's give a warm welcome to Mr. Perry Winkle.
Hey.
So, what do you think about this show and this set? It's pretty cool, right?
Oh, I love the set. I love the colors.
Hey, listen, do you want to tell the audience a little bit about you?
Yeah, okay. My name is Periwinkle, but I think I'm more of a seafoam green.
Okay.
I like making food and eating food. I really like eating food.
Me too. Love food.
And I snore in my sleep. And sometimes while I'm awake.
Okay. Yeah, that's a great start. So that's Perry Winkle. Let's give him a hand. He's going to be playing keyboard. He's someone you're going to see a lot more of. I'm really looking forward to working with you more. I'm really enjoying it so far.
Yeah, it's fun. I look forward to working more with you, too.
All right, and I think without further ado, it is time to introduce my very first guest. So, my first guest on How Do You Do is someone you've probably seen on the NWCT main stage. Her favorite roles include being part of the puppet ensembles of Starlings Present Dinosaurs and Peter Pan, and being a dancer in last season's production of The Jungle Book. Please welcome Tia Lempert. Hi, Tia. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much for being my first guest on this new season of this show. I really appreciate it. I'm not nervous at all. I'm doing great.
Good. Thanks for having me.
You just started college, right? Is that correct?
Yes, I did.
How is that going in this new world we're all kind of living in?
It's great, actually. It's really different. It's very different and something that definitely that I'm not used to, but it's going really well. I'm taking a few really great classes, and I'm really enjoying it so far.
That's great. That's great to hear. What are you studying? What's your major?
So at the moment, my major is undecided. I'm at PCC right now, and I think I'm probably going to end up transferring to a 4-year university next year. I'm leaning towards studying music technology, so like composition and production and like electronically editing music and stuff, which I think could be really cool. So yeah, so that's what I'm leaning towards at the moment. I'm taking a music theory class currently, and I love it. It's my favorite class.
Music technology, that sounds super interesting. I played piano a little bit as a kid, and I was in marching band and stuff through high school. And I feel like I could pick up an instrument and still kind of play it, but I could not, like, if I wanted to write a song, I couldn't put it on paper for the life of me. So, I mean, that sounds very cool.
Thank you.
I assume all classes right now are online, happening from home. Is that right?
Yes, I've got 2 classes that meet either weekly or twice a week on Zoom, and then I have one class that doesn't even meet at all, and it's just completely remote. Everything is on the computer, but it's working out well, so.
That's awesome. I feel like you have to be pretty responsible to be able to pass a class where you don't even get to sit in a room or even in a Zoom room. You just have to do it all on your own. I would have had trouble with that, I think. But
It's definitely different. It's definitely different for sure.
we were already kind of dealing with some changes early into last school year. Is it something you've just gotten used to at this point? Like, what was the weirdest part at first, and how are you coping with it?
I think at this point, since it's been like 6 months, I think I'm just I've adjusted to it now, and I'm definitely ready to get back to seeing people and being able to be social again. But it is definitely really weird over everything being over Zoom and like having most of my social interaction is on Zoom with people. But I feel like I've gotten used to it. I'm, trying to make sure I'm FaceTiming my friends and staying in touch and making sure I'm doing the things that I really like to do to keep myself sane through all of this.
Can I ask what those are? Like,
Oh yeah. So I've been teaching voice lessons, which is lots of fun for me, and I'm getting to sing all the time. I've made a couple music videos with a bunch of friends, and some friends from NWCT actually were in one of them. I'm taking acting workshops and I'm trying to stay creative. I've been like making jewelry, which has been really fun.
That's cool.
Just kind of experimenting with that kind of stuff. Just trying to stay creative is a big thing.
definitely helpful. Do you have any of your jewelry around, or?
I do. I can get it. I'll go get one.
Yeah, please do.
Okay, so like the biggest thing that I've been doing is like stuff made out of Fimo clay. So I've made like earrings that are like made out of clay, which are lots of fun. I made some like bigger ones, which are really fun too. And it's fun because they're super colorful, which is what I like about it. So I've made a bunch of like some different ones. Some of them like this. I put some beads on it too. And I'm just experimenting with it. My mom made jewelry a ton. And so she's got tons of beads and stuff for me to play around with, and it's lots of fun.
That's awesome. This wasn't really what we were intending to talk about, but like, what's the process of making jewelry from clay? So is it you start with like a white clay and add color to it, or?
I just buy colored clay,
that's
and
easier.
there's like Fimo stuff that they have like every color, and so I just buy colored clay and roll it out. I tend to look at Pinterest for ideas, so to see what I want to do, and then I'll try to replicate it. And then you put it in the oven and bake it, and glue some earring posts onto it or whatever you're making, and then you can wear it. It's lots of fun.
That's awesome. I mean, it definitely sounds like you are having no trouble staying creative right now. It's definitely great to see people finding outlets. I think that's a nice thing about this show is hopefully we're going to be seeing a lot more of that from the people in our community that we're talking to. I don't know, maybe you're going to have to come back and do a little jewelry demo for us. I don't know.
I would love to. I'd love to.
I wonder if you might have a message or motivation for some people who might be trying to find ways to stay creative right now, or like what's been helping you kind of tap into that.
I think something really important is making sure you have time to yourself, because everything in this world right now is so stressful, and it can really like take a toll on you if you are really working incredibly hard all the time. So I think it's really important to work hard and then take time to yourself and do the things you love, and make sure to relax, have some fun, and don't like put too much pressure on yourself, because everyone knows that this is such a crazy time. And so with schoolwork, like, just do the best you can and don't put too much pressure on yourself to be perfect, because I think there's already enough pressure on everybody right now. So just making sure to like make time for yourself, I think, is really important.
Awesome. I think that's great advice. Thank you so much for that. We got a little more time here. Do you want to play just a quick game?
Yes, I do.
Do you have a face mask nearby or around?
I do. Yes, it's right here.
T and I are going to play a game called Mask On Face Off.
Cool. I just thought of this game yesterday. I thought it'd be fun. Here's how it works. So we're going to put on a mask. This is my mom actually
All
made
right.
this one.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Yeah, so I'm going to put this on. What we're going to do is we are going to put it on and try and make a funny face under the mask. And the goal is that we're going to try and make the same face. So we're going to give our face a time to set itself. And I'll do my best to count to 3 with a silly face under a mask. And at 3, we'll take off the mask and we'll see how close we got.
Okay, sounds good.
It'll be silly. It'll be fun. It's actually an art form, I think, to be able to manipulate your face and not let people know what you're doing. Okay.
Totally.
All right. I guess go ahead and scramble your face. Do what you got to do. Got to do
All
some
right.
stretching underneath here. Figure out what face I'm going to land on. Okay. Let me know. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. I'm going to count to 3. Or from 3. 3 to 1. On 0. On 0, we're going to take the mask off. Okay.
Okay,
Face ready. 3,
ready.
2, 1.
Ah,
Not quite the same, but that's
not quite.
okay. You know what? I think it was really fun. Before we go, do you have anything you might want to plug or share?
Yeah, sure. So, I think a big part of my life these days is teaching voice lessons, and I teach voice lessons to people of any level. You can check out my Facebook page, Tia Lempert Voice Lessons, if you want to take some voice lessons.
That's awesome. And then I guess lastly, do you have anything you want to say to anyone who might be watching? Do you have friends you want to shout out? I don't know. The camera's yours.
Okay, well, I miss everybody, and I hope everyone is doing really well, and I can't wait to see you all in person again and give everyone big hugs.
Awesome. Tia Lempert, thank you so much for being my first ever guest on How Do You Do?
Yeah, yay! Thank you.
T Lempert, everybody, will be right back with more How Do You Do?
Hello, I'm Ajay Tripathi.
I'm Karthika Pia.
You may have last seen me as Tenali in Tenali, the Royal Trickster.
And earlier this year, I was part of the Jungle Book.
We have always enjoyed the collaboration between Anita Menon and Sarah Jane Hardy.
Their ability to bring Indian classical dance onto the main stage is beautiful, engaging productions for the Portland area.
I know I've always really appreciated actually seeing Indian culture represented on Portland stages.
And knowing that young actors and young audience members are able to experience that Indian culture just as part of their day-to-day.
And now we have the pleasure of announcing our next production.
A Midsummer Night's Dream.
This This will be the first time a Shakespearean adaptation has been made in this sort of collaboration, combining classical Indian dance with Elizabethan prose.
We hope that young audiences are able to walk away realizing that Shakespeare and Bharatanatyam
Really are relatable at the end of the day.
Absolutely, these are just wonderful, beautiful dances and timeless stories that have lasted for centuries. But that's not all. In addition to these 4 spectacular virtual episodes of A Midsummer Night's Dream, there's also a bunch of bonus material.
We will walk you through recaps, fun activities, and teach you all kinds of things as you learn from the interviews that we will be doing with the cast and crew. So we're very excited to be your cruise directors and hosts through this virtual show.
Can't wait to see you there.
Welcome back to How Do You Do? For this next segment of the
Hey,
show.
wait a minute.
Yeah, what's up?
Something's different.
Different how?
Wasn't that tablecloth a different color?
Oh, yeah, okay, I can explain that. You're right about that. So what happened there is something in the business you would call a continuity error.
Continuity error.
Yeah, it's when something changes between takes or shots in a movie or a TV show, something that wasn't supposed to change. Normally, productions have someone whose job it is to catch things like that, but we just don't have anyone to do that.
Well, could I be that person?
Really? You think you would be good at that?
Well, sure, how hard can it be? I just did it, huh?
I mean, you make a good point. You're clearly very good at it. Yeah, you know what? I'm okay with that. Sure, you're hired.
All right, I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled.
Great, yeah, just let me know if you spot anything weird.
You got it.
All right. Finally, It's weird. Finally, we wanted to hear from you at home about how you are adjusting to this new normal, especially with a new school year just beginning this past month. It's time for You Do. That's our show. I want to thank our guest, Tia Lempert, as well as everyone who sent in photos and videos earlier. If you want to send in your own content or you want to show us how to do something, you can check out the NWCT Facebook page to see what we're looking for, and you can write us an email at info@nwcts.org. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.